Hi guys, this is Samrata. Welcome to my channel. Firstly, I would like to thank each one of you for all your love and support so far. I am very happy to announce you that I have actually started my YouTube channel, and I hope to receive all the love and support into this channel as much as you did. So I was actually filming that video for more sort of like Insta video kind of thingy, but then I got a lot of requests from you guys to actually do a tutorial on that look, so I actually added just a bit of a narration onto that and uploaded into my YouTube. I hope that it must have helped some of you guys, and I really apologize for actually doing a bit fast with the very less details onto that, because I actually said that it was not really meant to be a YouTube tutorial, so I really apologize for that. Yeah, so I actually came up with this look today for you guys, and this is for a lot of beginners out there, because lately I've been getting a lot of requests from the beginners to do tutorials and looks with more of the details and explanations on how to actually achieve looks in a very basic and simple easy steps. And also I also have been getting a lot of requests on how to apply makeup and stuff like that, so I actually thought of creating this look for all you beginners out there with using something very simple techniques. So without talking a lot, I would just kind of move on to my video. If you want to achieve this look, and if you want to learn how to achieve this look, so yeah, keep watching.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
I already applied my foundation outside the camera, so we'll start off with the brows. For brows, I actually start from the lower brow line and take it from the inner to the outer end. I just follow my natural brow line basically. I like to put more sort of product on the outer end and just take the leftover in the brush in the inner side, so that it looks very softer in the front and a little bit more deeper in the end where we sort of have less hair. So for those who have less brow hairs, you could actually use a bit more product on that particular area so that it looks fuller, and just blend it with your brow brush. Just don't worry if the product gets more, we can always soften it out with this pulley at the end. Yeah, here I'm brushing just to kind of really make it softer and to get rid of any harsh lines. Just as you can see in the video, I have gone quite softer in the inner brows than in the outer, and I'm just kind of brushing and perfecting till I'm happy. Basically, I'm just trying to get rid of the harsh linings. You can also use concealer to kind of perfect it. I'll be doing a brow routine in my next video, hopefully, where you can see a lot of details. Then I'm using clear brow gel to set the brow so that the hairs don't stick up or down, so that it really gives a very neat, precise brows, so that we have brows on fleek. This is the first time that I'm actually using a tape, so you guys must be wondering what is this tape for, but it's actually for a makeup look that I'm gonna do now. As I said, it's mainly for beginners. It's really gonna be a help for those of you guys who really started to apply eyeshadows and really not that great at blending. This video is really gonna help you out with this technique out there. So while placing a tape, the thing that you must keep in mind is that placing the tape following your lower lash line and continuing towards the end of your brow, so that both of your left and right eyes tape sits even and you have even eyeshadow. This is MAC Paint Pot Soft Ochre. It's an eye primer, so I'm using my fingers and warming up onto my eyelid. You could use a brush if you want to. Here I'm using fingers. I normally use a brush when I apply on clients. So you just make sure you're blending everywhere onto your eyelid, right under your brow bone as well. Then taking a sort of lighter matte color, I'm just dusting on top of the primer, so it helps to set up the primer. It allows the blending a lot easier, and also helps your eye primer not to crease throughout the day. So setting your primer is actually really important. Then using the lighter sort of warm color, I'm just gonna define my crease. I always start using lighter colors and just adding more of the deeper colors to create a very seamless effect of blending. So I always recommend to start with the lightest color and just go with the deeper colors on top. This actually helps the blending look a lot seamless and really clean. Eyeshadow name will be listed in the details as I don't remember the name by heart. I'm taking the yellowy deeper color and sort of putting the color more onto the outer crease, and I'm taking it towards inward side of the crease. So I'm dusting more of the product outside and just taking the leftover from the brush towards the inner corner. So make sure that you're not forgetting to take it from outside as the tape sits there, and we want to create the effect from the outer going towards the inner. Just keep adding more until you're happy with that particular color. And moving on to another color, I'm taking a different brush. It's a bit more tapered crease brush. It's gonna put the product a little bit more in a precise way. I'm taking sort of more deeper brown color and I'm dusting more onto the outer corner, as now I just want a little bit of a deeper effect onto the outer V. So make sure that you're not taking it all the way through the inner crease, or else it's going to be quite a dark look. So we want to create that very softer blending, so putting up more products onto the outer and just kind of blending towards nothing. As you can see in the video, I've started up with a very lighter warm color and I'm just adding more and more of the deeper color of the same tone. Now I took the darkest of the brown and I'm working sort of more on the outer V, defining the crease, adding more depth to that. As you can see, I'm probably working more onto that outer area, so we are really getting that sharp crisp look that we are looking for from the eyeshadow blending. So I'm just kind of making the blending softer. Make sure that the product you're putting is very less in your blending. Now I'm taking the gold shimmering dust. It's from a Gorgeous Cosmetics. It's one of my favorite shimmering dust. So I'm just taking it in a flat brush and I'm just applying all over the eyelid. So basically just applying little by little because I don't want to add a lot at once. So it's always nicer to start from little and just build up to the desired color that you're looking for. Just keep adding more until the gold is really flashy, and make sure that it's also blended and no harsh lines are left. And I'm using the smudge brush to put the same color onto my lower lash line, and I'm working through the inner corner of the lower lash line towards the outer as I'm putting the product all the way under the lash line. Make sure that there's no harsh lines and the product is nice and blended. Then I'm taking gold glitter. It's very fine, and I'm actually using fixed spray onto my brush for the glitter application. I like to wet the brush and then pick up the glitter so that it's not going to fall all over your face, and at the same time it's really going to get stuck onto the eyeshadow, and you can actually really work along and move the glitter onto the exact area that you're looking to apply. So I just took a little bit more when I applied it the first time, but that's alright. And I'm just kind of trying to take the tape out, so make sure you're not pulling off your skin very harshly. So very softly we're gonna remove the tape. Whoa, look at that strong crispy line from that eyeshadow. Yay, so happy. Now I'm curling the lashes. You could also leave this step. It's not very compulsory step if you're applying fake eyelashes, whereas if you're not, I would probably recommend to. Then I'm using Lash Fibres mascara. So it's a primer but has lash fibers, so adds a bit of a volume to it. So I'm just kind of applying it on towards both of my lashes. After application of this, I'm just taking mascara and coating up my lashes on top of that primer that I applied before. So working on to more sort of like teasing your lashes on back and forth motion, and then taking upwards towards the upward motion, so that way your lashes is not gonna look clumpy, at the same time look more voluminous as well. Then I'm doing the other eye as well and just kind of repeating the same process. It's a bit of a lash game here. Everyone has a different technique of mascara application, so feel free to apply however you feel comfortable, but make sure when you're applying just not to apply on the tips only, but also to work onto roots at the same time. So I'm coating mascara onto the lower lashes as well, so working from left to right. I finished with mascara application. Now I'm gonna use concealer. Using the beauty blender and spraying the Fix Plus spray so that it sort of really kind of hydrates the skin as well as blends in perfectly. Don't worry about the strips that we got from the removal of the tape, because now we're fixing up with the concealer. It's also a beautiful highlighter at the same time, so I actually highlight with the concealer a lot of the times because I really don't like to use a lot of the products onto my skin. I'm also highlighting into my T-zone as well as the areas that I want to highlight. Basically, the highlighting points really depends upon the face shape, so everyone might be highlighting different areas, but a lot of the areas sort of like T-zone under the eye are quite similar. It's just a matter of which areas that you'll be highlighting more or less. So after the highlighting, what I want to do is grab my setting powder. It's an HD powder. It's a clear translucent powder, so I'm just setting up my under eye concealer as well as all over face. I just want to go very soft with the powder. Then taking the lightest contour shade from my contouring palette, I'm contouring my cheekbones, starting more sort of from your hairline towards your lip. I'm gonna do a contour tutorial for more details on how to contour. So basically just kind of shading the face because I'm quite chubby, as you can see. I sort of like to go very softer with the contour shades, and I don't want to go straight up with the darker shade, and I like to build up with the darker shades bit by bit. So the areas that I want to go quite deeper, especially in my cheekbones, I kind of add the deeper contour colors, and the other areas I try to just work out with the leftover from my brushes so it's not too extreme. Then taking one of the color from the blush palette, I'm working from the apples of the cheeks and taking it to meet the contour. So I'm just applying very less. As you can see, it's very pigmented. Little goes a long way. Then taking Sephora lip pencil, I'm outlining my lips. I always happen to start from the lower lips, but you can actually work however. It doesn't matter if you start from the upper or lower, but just when you're sort of trying to make your lips look fuller, I always go filling in from the outer to inner of your upper lips, then from working from the inner to outside, so that kind of makes your lips look more fuller. And also contour in such a way that I'm doing in the video, it kind of really gives an illusion of having like bigger lips, I guess. Yeah, but that's how it works. So using this lip color, I'm just filling all over my lips. The lip color is really beautiful. I just love it. Anyway, so just kind of applying everywhere, and using this gloss, I'm actually highlighting just the center of my lips. It kind of gives a really plumped lip look, and everyone loves bigger lips. Instead of really rubbing, just patting your lips. Oh my gosh, highlighter time. I can't even express, like, I'm such a big highlighter freak. I love highlighters to the death. Anyways, I'm just kind of highlighting my cheekbones, and you could just kind of go 1 layer, 2 layers, or as much as you want. It's all up to you. And highlighting the center of the nose, that kind of gives the illusion of having a very slim nose. I wish I had. And highlighting the underbrow bone as well, really kind of gives lifted brow effect, and highlighting the inner corners of the eye as well as Cupid's bow. I love highlighting these areas because it really brings such big difference, even though it feels like it doesn't, but it really does. And finally, setting up my makeup with MAC Fix Plus spray. It's just an hydrating mist, but I really love that really illuminating, glowing, hydrated skin, so I always kind of spray on top only if I remember to. So yeah, so just this is the final look, and as you can see, it's very simple.
So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial. I had a lot of fun creating this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did creating it. Also, for all of you who have not subscribed yet to my channel, please go to my channel and subscribe if you like the video and want to see more of it. And also to those of you guys who have already subscribed and been watching my videos, please don't forget to leave your feedbacks and comments down below. That will really mean a lot to me. And also, once again, I would like to thank each one of you for your love and all your support, and also please hit the like button after you've watched the tutorial, and all the description of this look will be given in the description box down below, so please check it out. If you want to see more of the looks and more of my videos, please give a thumbs up to my channel. Yeah, so see you in my next video.